Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. And once again, welcome back in the Unknown to Known episode number 47 with me, Atul Grover. Today, we have a special guest, Bill Martin, who is, I can say, not a rising star, not an MVP, but his presence in the community is not less than an MVP or less than a rising star. Bill, welcome in today's episode of Unknown to Known with me and with my friends, with my viewers in this session. Before I give a time to you, don't worry, we have a good time, so you will definitely get a chance, chance to speak as well. Okay, as per the tradition, as per the rule, as per the uh, fundamental I follow, let's take a 10-20 second pause here. Let's pray to the God first and say what we're going to be speak today. Give us the power, strength, and words so that what we want to communicate, it should go to everybody in the community in the same manner. People can take it and can grow as well. Okay, and request to everybody in my viewing viewers as well who is watching me live now. Please, you also take a 10-20 second pause, pray to God, and then finally we kick off the sessions formally. Okay, thank you. So once again, Bill, welcome in today's session. I only know one name, that is Bill Martin. For me, he's the community member who write a lot of big blogs. But I want to know that who is actually Bill Martin, because this the series which I'm running it's called Unknown to Known. So you're totally unknown to me, other than a name, other than a face. I don't know about anything about Bill. So Bill, over to you. You can introduce yourself. You can start from where you are, what you're doing at point of time, your background, qualification, your service and experience, and then we proceed further.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's very humbling being invited by someone like Dr. Atul, who is a top caliber community contributor. So yeah, let me start with introducing myself. My background: so I'm an industrial engineer by degree, but don't have an IT foundation initially, and I came from a manufacturing background, and due to the downturn of the industry in manufacturing. I was in the UK by that time, and it was the industry was taken to China, and I have to decide what will be my next career move. Then I decided to be in tech because by heart I'm already a builder and I'm a hobbyist, and the challenge is like where will I start? And it was really difficult in the starting point, and from there, well, throughout the years, doing it for like over 15 years of dev, I decided to like share my knowledge, and because the difficulty of like transition for the aspirants like you,
True.
so I like to freely and pay it forward, and help the people like you would like to be in the technical industry, and I think that's one of the main reasons I'm invited here.
Nice. So you say that by degree you're the industrial engineer. So do you still think that you took a right decision to move into the IT, or you think that no, I should be in the industrial background only?
So basically, each career has its own value and insights
True.
and contribution. And at that time in my junior years, my thoughts was like it's all about money. And as I grew forward, it has changed my perspective. It's all about
Mm,
value, what we could
value.
basically contribute as a person. And from there is like we need to be in the right ship. Like what is the direction and where is the ship heading? And those ship that I'm
True.
portraying are the companies. The
True.
companies we are working for, or it's something you can build your own company to give your own value. But at the end of the day, it's all the same. It's what
True.
you can give, and from there it will change your perspective. improving
Correct.
yourself, and keep on adding value.
Sure. So I think you pick up the word value is very correctly here, because we are serving to our customers. We are doing these sessions. We're sharing our knowledge is only one thing, because we want to build a value to the community. That's one. Okay. So currently, where are you based out? Are you in UK or you are outside UK? And what is your current role in the industry or in your organization where you'll be posted at point of time?
Eventually, I've traveled quite a few countries, and
Oh.
I like traveling. And my personally, my background is my family's from England, so you hear
Okay.
that funny accent. So I travel
Mhm.
to UK often, which I call home. And eventually, right now, I'm looking after Southeast Asia, the Asia Pacific
Okay.
region. So I've been
Okay.
traveling, yeah, here in this Asian region at the moment.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Because I saw your LinkedIn profile. It say you are as a AI architect. Definitely, I come on this question that because AI is a buzzword. Okay, let's start this part. So, what do you think? What is AI for you? It is a hype. I'm not talking about the ServiceNow perspective. Might be a general perspective. It is just a hype, or it is actually something can change life.
That is correct. So basically, if we step back a little bit, tech is
Mhm.
all about automation. It's a tool,
True,
right? So it's like a car. We have a destination from point
true,
A to point B, and we invented cars. We invented electricity. Now we
true.
invented process automation. And the perspective is like there's a limitation in tech. It's like all it can do is process information, right? Now we go beyond an automation. Now we're into
Mm.
AI, and
Yeah, right.
AI is everybody's crazy about AI, and because of what it can do, right? And people are getting scared. But looking at the engine, I'm gonna go a bit technical, right?
Mhm.
So it's based on mathematical equations, right? So as you basically provide information, it will just digest it as much as it
Mm.
can. So that's what it does for you. And you can see still this it's still immature, but the future of AI, it's still the same purpose. It's to
Same
automate
principle.
and make
True.
things faster. And if you look at it
Right.
that way, then it can be an ally like other tools, like your car, like your water faucet, your
True.
fridge, it's any other tool.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. 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 So generally, this question come in the discussion that AI is coming or service now coming with the Now Assist or the AI capability. Will it take the developer's job? What do you think?
Yeah. So basically, there's a question of like productivity. It's all about productivity, right?
Yes.
And it's taking out the human aspects, right? And it's partially true in a way
Mm-hmm.
because what we're trying to say is like once we automate something, we are narrowing the gaps, right?
Gaps.
And
Right.
the gaps. So but when we say narrowing the gaps, we did not say we take away the gaps. We narrow
Yes.
just narrowing. So that
Yes.
narrow gap is you, right? and
Right.
and the answer to that is like is for you to find out what is the white space that you can still
Mm.
fill in the limitations
Right.
of AI, the big limitations. And the other aspect is like AI is so new, and right now the challenge with AI takes a lot of brains. It's not the
True.
normal development anymore like before. So it's a higher level. It's like level 2, level 3 development. It will still need
Correct.
you. It will still need us. Without people, it will
Us.
not work
Yes.
correctly.
Correct, correct, correct. You pick up a word called the development, and I'm always confused that what is the meaning of the development means. That if someone who write a code is a developer, or if someone who can do any configuration is also developer.
So development is the word development is sometimes or most of the time misinterpret, right? So I'll
Hmm.
give you a picture. Like development is there's two types of developers. So developers like you can be a technical or a business developer. So meaning is like you become technical developer. Your clients are the developers who builds for the business. right? So you build frameworks, and a good example is like ServiceNow as a platform. To build that platform, your clients is technical developers. Now, if you build business process automation, then basically you're serving business clients. So you get to choose where you're really good at. Then you build
Correct.
automation of business processes or automation of technical frameworks.
Okay. Good. Again, because this session is more about the pathway to development, and you say that you are as a industrial engineer and now you are into the complete architect part, and definitely you've done the development as well. So how you move yourself from a builder to the core coder who just sitting in the front of the laptop with a black screen, white keyboards, and everything will be there. So how this transition happened? Did you face any problem?
Yes, absolutely. That's a very good question. So so when I started this, it's all about money, and I was thinking, how can I start, and where should I start? And
Mhm.
accidentally, by that time it was like about 2009, way back, and I
Oh,
started with a language. I started with
okay.
C sharp. I was a C sharp developer.
Oh,
And
too old. Then I can say C sharp is very very old
yeah,
one. Okay.
yeah, it's quite old. And I was into web development,
Hmm.
Microsoft stack, and there's a lot of pain on the Microsoft stack. As you can see, that um, the Microsoft, they have basically stayed on SharePoint, not growing
SharePoint,
much
correct.
anymore, unlike ServiceNow.
Hmm.
And basically the main problem I had, I didn't have a mentor, and
Ah.
and that's one of the reasons I'm sharing my knowledge as an old developer who
Hmm.
became now an architect, and now I'm growing teams in the enterprise and also in the region, which is quite amazing. Did not expect that I'll be doing that. So I'm sharing my experiences, where the stumbling blocks, and a good example there is like normally it's the technical problem. I couldn't solve
Hmm.
it because I'm looking at it in a different way, and and then on top of the syntax, the language, I look at it in a different angle. And nowadays it's like, because of the power of search, if the rule of the thumb, if you cannot solve it in 10 to 15 minutes, then you're doing it improperly. and
Improperly,
and that's
correct.
where I look at the software architecture bit. Once you
Mm.
know how to software architecture works, then everything is an object. So I'm becoming
Correct.
technical again. So everything is an object, a button is an object, a portal is an object, and it's just
Right.
composed of so many objects working together. And if you look at it that way, and the type as well, the I mean the type object, that's what I meant, then
Right.
any language will make sense.
True.
Then you can walk past any stumbling block. So that's the technical part. So the other one is asking for help, is being humble. Like it's the personality and attitude, being humble, that you need help,
True.
ask for help, and help will come in, and that's one of the main
Yes.
points of community. uh, you
True.
get to learn about Dr. Atul, who's helping so much in the community.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and basically, yeah, this, I mean,
Okay. So now the question come, if I want to be start as a developer in ServiceNow, what is the pathway you have in your mind to be share with us? So to everybody, we have just a 15-minute presentation by Bill. Don't worry, it's not going to be like a lecture. You know me that I put a lot of question in between, so it is like introduction again, but this will tell you that how you can start your journey as a developer, and definitely we'll pick up some question between as well. So if you have any question, you can put in the chat window, and Bill, I'll put to Bill to be answering this particular part. So Bill, now over to you. You just have an exact 15 minutes in your bucket to be share that presentation, and then we go for the discussions in the between as well. Please, you can share your screen and you can proceed on this particular part.
beautiful, beautiful. Let me do that. Um, so I'm
In the
just,
Yep, go ahead, go
yeah.
ahead. In the meantime, Bill is preparing all the things. How many are here who are developer, who are watching this session, who are call themselves as a developer? And do you think that you are a new developer or mid-experienced developer or the high-end developer? Yes. So I added your screen as well, Bill. Now it has been removed. Can you
Fantastic.
share it again?
Oh, let me do that. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'll go
Oh no,
presentation.
it's going out again.
Oh, technical roadblocks.
Technical.
Let me.
That's a software architect. This is what is the problem. Yep. Now I can see. Yep. It's good now. Good.
Let me go to.
I'll minimize this one. Yep. Please.
Viewable.
Yep. 100%. Can everybody confirm from the viewers as well? Are you able to see the bill screen like today's topic? Okay. Go ahead, Bill. Over to you.
Fantastic. So quite a few points that I'll be discussing. So my journey, I'll gonna go a bit deeper on what I've just shared, and talk about ServiceNow. And from there is like you can look at it in a more strategic aspects on how you could basically um, be more successful on where you're at now, and maximize your time. So basically, my background, I'm a mathematical genius, so I'm a math champion. This is where I came
Oh.
from, and a lot of problem solving theories, having that engineering background. So that's basically my bravery, my courage, like to go into the tech industry because of that background. But it was not enough, right? So my manufacturing and software engineering, software development background, I was doing Excel programming, and from there is like I was already optimizing processes, but only using Excel. So programmatically, I was already like building something, but not a scale, not in the
Mhm.
software perspective.
Okay.
And it's all about
Okay.
challenges, curiosity, passion, and the courage to succeed. And those stumbling blocks will discourage you. Definitely, they will discourage you. It's not only the technical aspects, the people around you, and it's all about the inner motivation. So the motivation that you'll get is your goal, that vision will inspire you to be successful, and that is very important. And it's quite confusing. It's daunting. The machine language is daunting. Now AI is coming. It's really
Mhm.
really daunting. But as long as you are determined, all of that is basically will count into your experience, and and those roadblocks and confusion is basically means that you need more information. And there's a
Correct.
lot millions of developers out there who is working so hard like you, which is sharing the knowledge. and
Yeah.
and
So, sorry, just on the previous slide, you mentioned that confused. What type
yes,
of confusion in the mind? Like you're confused with some basic concepts, technical, non-technical, functional, process. What type of confusion that you need to be yet determined?
absolutely. So one of the key transitions I had was
Hmm.
like coming from a non-technical background going to a very very technical. When I say technical, we're moving into technology, and the
True.
technology thinks differently. And
Hmm.
being being someone who is a technology mindset is a twist on your mind, on your behavior, and how you see things. And it's like uh, being one of them, being part of the team, and thinking like a machine, something like that. So that confusion from a normal mindset to
Hmm.
a technical mindset is a transition. And once you go to the transition, then basically the confusion will go, and you get to see things differently. Once you hear something technical, where I'm at right now, you already know what's
Hmm.
happening or what's going on, even not seeing it. It that is I would say familiarity. And as you
Yep.
make mistakes, the main
Yes.
encouragement is familiarity. The more you make mistakes, you become a better person. So
Hmm.
a
Right.
lot of confusion, a lot of mistakes I had,
Yep.
and yeah, that's what we're here is to help you move forward and remove that roadblock and ensure that you get to pass that challenge.
Yep. So can we say that if or when a user is moving from one role to another, it is not the role movement, it is a mindset movement as well, right?
Yes, that's a very good question. It's all about the thought process, and
Mm.
and the thought process is like if you as a developer, it's a thought process as well. It's a mindset. Then
True.
let's change mindsets. Let's change roles. So let's say you're a CEO of a company. So the CEO has another thought process.
Thought
Is
process,
another
right?
mindset. Yeah. So if you get promoted or you want to be that person after development as a developer, then you can start thinking, what's the thought process
Correct.
of a person? Mm.
Got it. Yep. Okay, over to you now.
Thank you. So now it's like it was a knock of my head, I would say, the adaptation, and suddenly after a certain time, I realized I was already an expert, and no one told me that until I found
Mhm.
out everything became easy. I found this
Yes.
roadblock and found out okay, I'm already looking at it on the correct angle, and what are the parameters, what are the attributes. Initially it's like a building, it's like you look up, the building is so high, and once
Mhm.
you're already on the top of the building you look down, oh, that's all of it. Now I know what it is.
True. True.
Then it's predictable.
Right.
Yeah. So after that knock on the head, I was like thinking of like what is the top paying software roles. I was always into money,
Mhm.
and I had a massive offer from one of the enterprise companies. I won't mention it, and I said no, and because I was thinking of like the future and what I
True.
want to be in the future, and it's something that you can ask yourself: what do you want now, and what's in the future? I think that's
Correct.
quite important to respond to. Then ServiceNow was a fortunate accident when I went there.
Fortunate accident.
A fortunate accident. It
Okay.
was
Okay.
unplanned beginning, and it's like this. You started to be a developer. You can be coming from another background like me,
Mhm.
and because the need of technical people like you, aspirants. So the enterprise is also hungry and looking for you. So it's a matter of like
True.
being known, as like the title of this episode, unknown to known, and and basically there's a massive demand in service now, and on the business part, service now is
True.
doing so well. It's growing so fast,
True.
and needs people like us to contribute, and from there is like um, you can basically maximize the platform, maximize the capabilities of ServiceNow, and everything will be easy. It's the economic
True.
aspects as well.
Okay. So you say it's a fortunate accident. Why accident?
Yes,
Why not the opportunity?
yeah, because I went to a product company. I used to work
Okay.
for OpenText, and I was looking after DevSecOps. So it's DevSecOps is a framework that
Mhm.
automates from planning until operations, so building. It's
Operation.
like a
Yep. Yep.
manufacturing thing, and basically the company became smaller. I moved to one of the system integrators, which I am
Mhm.
supporting, and they asked me if
Okay.
I want to look after ServiceNow, and
so,
that was
so
it.
it's become a fortunate accident then. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what it is because I was very technical. I was always looking at objects, looking at software
Mhm.
architecture, and I was not looking at the economic value of the product, of the solution, and it has changed me when I went to ServiceNow because it's the ServiceNow way, and
Yes.
the main change is like I came from another technology, multiple
Mhm.
technologies. I
True.
build as I as needed, but it's not the ServiceNow way. and and that is where ITIL makes sense. And
Yes.
ITIL is a big framework, and and unconsciously, as a technical person, we are all under ITIL. It's something we
True.
didn't know, and from there is like, oh, what's ITIL? Took me a number of years to digest that. It was not easy. I was already certified ITIL, but it took time until I mastered the framework, and and um, and said, okay, I'm helping already companies to standardize their ITIL. So it takes time. So basically, one of the helping points is to be patient. Be patient to
Mm.
yourself and believe in yourself. That's very important,
True.
because you will make mistakes, and uh, by default you are here because you're already gifted, and sometimes it's harmful or hurtful to your feelings that you're gifted, you're intelligent, and I'm still falling short. And it's something I like to keep you motivated. And
True.
it's
True.
comes with experience. Talent with experience is very important. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Um, okay. Do I still have time?
Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So my transition, right, to from other technology to ServiceNow, because ServiceNow was built intelligently and smartly by very good people, talented people, and coming from a background that I build softwares, I was impressed. I was really impressed. I was challenging ServiceNow. ServiceNow, do you have this? ServiceNow, do you have that? All right, and because as a builder, you must have used AWS or Azure as a platform, technical
Mhm.
platform, when I went to ServiceNow. It has changed, and even the clients, the users of ServiceNow, they're moving into ServiceNow because of the best practices. That's one of the
True.
main things, and it's the ServiceNow way. You get to know the process, you get to know the best practices, and you get to learn the technical aspects as well. So it is a platform as a
Mhm.
service, and software as a service combined, and from there is like, probably it's a big question. You can research what it is, what I meant. um,
Yes.
so, so
Right.
being a developer is basically, it's giving yourself time
Mhm.
to do a lot of reading, research, and getting your hands dirty. that's about that's what it is really.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
so yeah,
sorry,
go ahead,
in
sir.
the previous slide, you mentioned that mastering the scripting languages. Generally, the problem come and the a lot of people I talk day in day out. They say how we can do the mastery in the scripting language. So, what is your take in that part? So, I if you need to be start the scripting, learning scripting, what
Hmm.
methods or the techniques you use to go for the mastering of the scripting part?
Ah, yes, absolutely. So, so basically, you start with object-oriented programming. That's very important
Hmm.
because, as I mentioned earlier, everything is an object. Once you
Correct.
learn how to build an object perspective, object-oriented programming, and knowing the object types, then you already know what scripting is. It will become easy. So,
Hmm.
knowing the object, knowing how to build it correctly, using software architecture aspects like solid perspective, the gang of four, and from there is like you're already ahead of other developers. Then you get to master the scripting. So if you look at the syntax, it will be
Hmm.
really really difficult.
Right. So,
It-
so it means it is not just you know the syntax, you start scripting. The point is that you should know the background of that particular object first, and then start building it,
that is
and that
correct.
will
Yes.
that's make your life easy. Okay, I'll put one question. I'll take one question which is put by Faraday. Bill, when you first started your ServiceNow journey, did you experience imposter syndrome? If so, how did you manage it to overcome?
Yes, I had it. I had imposter syndrome, and I was fighting for my knowledge because I came in to the ServiceNow realm. I was already experienced, and I'm really good on what I do. and and with the humble heart is like I needed to listen, right? So because if I keep on being assertive, then I will not grow anymore. So that's when I
Hmm.
started to listen. What is he trying to say? What is he fighting for? What is service now fighting for?
Okay.
Right? Positioning, right? Okay, so when I listen, it's like this is what service now is. So initially, it was like when I started as a developer, I was a step person. Step one, step two, step three, step
Hmm.
four. So I started the same way until it makes sense. Then then ITIL makes sense.
True.
Then then why is service now there? Why is it doing it this way? What is it for me? What is it for them? So
Hmm.
the goal is like, what is his objective? That's my question. And we have the same objective, right?
Correct.
And but different lenses. And I started to listen from someone who's been in service now for so many years. And I combined it later on when I learned service now. Then I combined it with my experience and I said, there is a white space definitely in service now.
Correct.
That is where I came in, and service now you should have this because it's not there and it's needed, and it's a matter of timing.
True.
Imposter perspective is like you're new in the community, you're not known, and it's a matter of like learning how to blend in, something like that. And that's how I manage the imposter syndrome.
Okay. Hope Father will answer your question. If you still have follow-up question, you can put in the chat window. I'll pick up your two questions a little later now. Over to you, Bill.
Oh, okay, right. So basically, I'll give you a platform overview and the capabilities. So in ServiceNow, there's a rule of thumb, and and um, and I've seen developers coming from other technologies and starting developers,
Hmm.
and basically it's looking at the platform, how it works, and it's like a car. Like a Toyota is different from a Ferrari. If you ride the
Correct.
Ferrari, you need to like a Ferrari like one. You cannot ride Ferrari like Toyota or something like that. so,
True.
so that's the analogy. So
Yep.
yeah, so it's the same. It's the same. So it's learning how the ServiceNow platform works, and the rule of thumb: you start out of the box. You only build if it's not there, right? So it's something like that,
Okay.
and
Very right point you pick. Only build when it is not there. Now the question come: how you decide that I have to be created this now?
mm, absolutely. So one of the key strategies is like you get to be familiar with the platform. So ServiceNow has started with the administration fundamentals. You get
Right.
to be familiar with the platform. So in ServiceNow way is like you get the platform. So let me get
Hmm.
this pen. So you have the platform.
Correct.
So this is the platform. So you have the workflow, and let's say this is ITSM. So
Hmm.
ITSM is a workflow engine. So it has out of the box features. So now it's like once you have service now, it's like you may have this workflow, you may have this platform, and where are you going to build? And depending on the objective, you can build on top here, and you can
Hmm.
build on side here. And at the end of the day, is like when you build here, you're sitting on top of the platform, and there are
Correct.
features that they can
So
utilize. And yeah.
yep. So it means before you start thinking to build something new, you must know the platform by heart. That is must.
So that's a quite challenging and difficult um, uh, I mean, stand to be in because it takes
Right.
time. And yeah, so I would say it's working as a team is very
Hmm.
important. And because I've spent quite some time already in the platform, and so I review my team's work before it moves forward. Have you
Right.
utilized that, the design, and so on? And basically, by right, you are correct, but it's
Hmm.
kind of like hard to achieve if you're a beginner.
Achieve. Right. Right.
Yeah, so it takes time. Then you work with someone who's been in the platform for a while. Are you approaching it the right way? Can you review my work? And it's something we could do better. Um, so it's in the process perspective, in the compliance, code review, design review is necessary to
Right.
ensure the correctness of your
Yeah.
implementation.
And I think there's a question came by Karan as well. What core skills should a ServiceNow developer master beyond scripting and Java scripting? I think what you put is the code review is one of the things that more you review the code of other people, you will learn a lot about their thought process.
Yes, yes,
So Karan,
yes.
we
That
will
is
pick up this. Yeah, we will pick up this question because I think it's some relatable. So we'll pick up your question again. Go ahead, Bill. Now,
yes. So basically, the scripting in ServiceNow, the rule of thumb is like it's meant to fill the white space
true,
in the ServiceNow way. The question is why? Because when the client purchased ServiceNow, there's already an expectation. It's a no-code, low-code platform, and
true,
once you build something, it's a question to the investor: why is he building something where I purchase ServiceNow? So that's the main question, and you have to like justify that, why you're scripting, why you're not using out of the box
out of the
where
box.
ServiceNow provides so many features already.
Hmm.
and and
Okay,
and from there is like, if you can really prove it's not there, then it's the time to build scripting, right, and build an application on top of it will all come back to the business and its
true.
requirement, and from there you can plan. So planning is very important. Knowing building an architecture,
Hmm.
a design architecture, what will be scripted, what will not be scripted, and so on. And from there is like, you can see this representation I'm doing. So it's like,
Correct.
once you learn scripting, you learn the platform, then you get to learn the workflows, and this will change you. This will change your you
Thought
become full
process.
stack, and
Correct.
beyond it. Yeah, because there's out of the box workflows, process, and when I went to ServiceNow, I don't have idea what GRC is, and
Hmm.
now I'm one of the known GRC experts because ServiceNow's fault of having that GRC platform on top of the
No,
ServiceNow platform. So
correct.
it's one
Correct.
perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Mm. Wow, I'm very impressed of the questions. It's really good.
Don't worry. We have four more questions for you. Once you finish, then we proceed further.
Beautiful, beautiful. So those are very I would say intelligent questions, and I'm really impressed of the audience. So
Yep.
here you will see that um, uh, these different types of developers and use cases. And to answer why are we trying to stay away from development, because once you build something, it's like you need to support it. And in the enterprise perspective, it's all about technical debt. So this word
Correct.
is buzzing,
Wow.
right? So
Wait. You pick up a word called technical debt.
yes.
What technical debt, according to you, is writing a one-line code is also technical debt, or creating a complete UI action is a technical debt?
That is correct. Because once you build it, you need to support it, and once you need to support it, it's like it's a cost. Everything is a cost.
Right. Right.
So beyond technical aspects, it's the cost implications, and
Hmm.
and from here it's like, as you build something in ServiceNow, because once you're out there, it's all about the value of what you're trying to build.
Correct.
It's not about the tech. It's never a technical discussion initially. And when I was new in development, right,
Hmm.
it was a technical debate. Why not this object? Why not this variable? Why not this type? Why not this design?
Hmm.
And everybody got stuck, and it was like we're not moving forward.
And now it's all about value. That what value I'm getting by using these things in the platform. Okay.
Yes. So basically, once we go back to the car, so if the
Hmm.
car is still not running, you don't know, the user doesn't know the engine,
Correct.
and you go to the riding seat and run it, enjoy the AC, and enjoy
Hmm.
the ride, and it's just what's important, right? But it depends where you are. If you are in a team of like purely technical people, then it's a
Hmm.
different story. I'm giving you a bigger picture mindset, and it depends on where you are, where is your team located, and
Got it.
approaching it correctly. Because I had the experience that why that was outside ServiceNow, that was SharePoint. Why do I need to build something which is already there? And the
They're
answer
right.
is because that's what I want, and
Yes.
that's what my boss wants. And okay, because you're the one in charge, then I'll do it. It's fine.
Correct. Got it. Yep.
Mm.
Good.
Yeah. So why choose ServiceNow in your IT career? So because it's the demand keeps on growing, and I'll give you a picture. There's so many technologies out there. You can be choosing to be in AWS, Azure, and so on, and you can look at the market demand. And ServiceNow is basically on a probably 50 billion, 50 billion worth of business already, and we are sitting on that aspect as a career. And
Correct.
you will notice that if they have Microsoft, then they will also have ServiceNow. So it's becoming a ServiceNow country on each enterprise. And
True.
globally, you will be needed. You get the chance to travel if this is something you want. You get the chance to work from home if this is something you're aiming for, and spend time with the family, or it depends. Or you can be a digital nomad if you want to. So ServiceNow will give you that because the business is doing so well.
Okay.
So what are the essential skills and knowledge for ServiceNow developers? So
Yes. Most
y-
important.
yeah, so the main thing is it's always the latest and greatest, right?
Right.
Now is AI, so it's the buzzword. The Everybody's getting crazy of the AI,
Yes.
and if you're not using AI, then you'll be left behind. I would say, start using it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's something I would like to share. On top of what you're seeing now, yes, JavaScript, learning about the objects, and
Hmm.
learning about scripting in ServiceNow. So
Right.
technically speaking, ServiceNow is also an object. If you know JavaScript, you're just going to learn the ServiceNow object and its
Correct.
APIs. And then if you look at it that way, it will become easy to digest. And once you have all of this, plus AI, then basically you're going to be unstoppable. And right now you are so in demand, and I would say we need you as we speak,
Yep.
um, aspirants and existing developers, and I encourage you. So we are just waiting for you, and once you're there, you show your CV, and definitely you will land to a ServiceNow job.
Got it.
Okay, certifications, yes, definitely yes. So I saw Dr. Atul is basically sharing a lot of help on the vouchers,
Hmm.
discounted vouchers. That's very helpful.
Yes.
Being
Right. So
certified on top of, yes, sorry.
so okay. The question come mainly the question come. I'm a fresher. I don't have any hands-on experience. I done my CSA course. What thought of Bill here, as a Bill Martin here, that shall I go for the certification or shall I wait for the hands-on and then go for the certification?
That's a question. Basically, it will depend on the culture of the company. So
Hmm.
because let's say that you don't have experience yet on that scenario. So because companies are investing,
Correct.
and they are investing on fresh graduates who doesn't have experience, which will help them achieve the goals like being certified and provide the experience. So it is a trade-off. So both questions are basically doable.
Mhm.
It is a trade-off. So you come into an experience as an experienced developer, but you still need to learn the platform, and
Correct.
and having the certification, but you don't have the experience yet. It will not be enough. So it goes hand in hand. It's a trade-off until you choose one first, then in time you have the other one, like, which is the experience. For example, this is a certification, this is the
Correct.
experience, and in time you get the experience, then you become a fully pledged. So
Yep.
so I'll go back. It's like, to respond to that, it's all about demand. So because there's a big demand, both of them will basically take you in, and having certification
Mhm.
gives I would say proof, a proof that you know
That
ServiceNow.
ServiceNow. Okay, got it.
Y-
Definitely,
Yes,
everybody has a different thoughts on the certification part, and it's 100% debatable as well. Thanks for the clarification, Bill.
yeah, yeah. So to further share is like, ServiceNow there's a demand from ServiceNow that
Right.
you can only implement if you are certified. So
Correct.
that's, yeah, coming from ServiceNow themselves.
Okay.
So
Got it.
we pass the technical. Now it's the problem solving, communication skills, being human is very important. It's like,
Correct.
yeah, working as a team. So it's something I like to get across. So it's the human aspects, asking for help, working together, considering your teammates are very important aspects of
Right.
growing into the ServiceNow field. So building your experience. So basically, that's something I would say fully recommended in ServiceNow, is giving all the laboratories already in
Right.
the developer.servicenow.com. We have the dev environment, and the investment will be lower, I would say,
Hmm.
because you don't need to bring in a powerful laptop. You
Correct.
log into the browser. You can break it if you want to. I would encourage that. I encourage you to break it.
Yes.
Break it, create another one. It only costs you an email to
Email.
have,
Right.
yeah, dev instance. And I'll tell you what, it's like I have deleted 50,000 records. That was my first year of my development
Okay.
career,
Oh.
and I did that. That was the time that I did not sleep. I have to fix
Hmm.
it. And my seniors basically came in and basically retrieve back and restore. And
And
that
that is
was a
what
mem-
experience. That is what the experience.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I encourage you to break things, but not in
Mhm.
production environment, but in development environment.
Correct, correct, correct. 100% correct. And I think I would like to be add something here as well, because ServiceNow is giving the PDI, and the question come being written, the question come to me. I want to be the hands-on. Can you give me the actual the some use cases? So believe me, guys, if you spend 1 hour or 2 hours in a day on the ServiceNow community, you will get hundred of use cases. Hundred of use cases. Pick up any use case, build it, and practice it. There's no need to be go and to build very heavy, fancy projects. A small project you can pick up and you can do it at your side as well. So this is something I want to be add, even though I'm not a developer, but I know that sources to go for the practice as well. Good. Next slide, please. Bill.
Yes, that is so true. And I would like to follow up that statement, because as you practice and do more use cases, the development is getting your hands dirty. And
Yeah.
like other careers, it's basically you read the book, and it's something you still don't manage to digest it, or you can digest it like a DIY. But
Right.
in development, you need to get your hands. You need to like configure. You need to code, and from there is like bookmarking the
Yes.
libraries you have is very important.
Correct. Correct.
And as you
Correct.
bookmark, you cannot remember thousands of code. No
That's
one does.
correct. Correct. Correct.
That's very helpful.
Yeah.
So, so this is what we're talking about: contributing to projects,
Mhm.
collaborating to teams. Those use cases is quite significant on your growth in building applications. So networking, like the ServiceNow community,
Yep.
joining user groups, also Reddit. Reddit is also helpful on top of the
Yes.
community. Yeah,
Yes.
it will give you yeah, it's something that you could get a lot of knowledge. YouTube as well. So I'm running a YouTube channel where I put in as much information as I can to help
Yep.
also the community.
Let me put your YouTube channel in the chat window. Yep. Okay. Got it. Okay.
So
Now,
yeah,
please go ahead.
so
Go ahead. Please go ahead.
so the key takeaways is like it's continuous learning. It's in development. You continuously grow, continuously learn, you continuously read. Always new technology. There's always a new challenge coming up. So that aspect is like it keeps you going, keeps you motivated, and it will tell yourself you still have a job. Right? It does not
Yes.
finish. It does not finish. It won't end.
True.
And when you see it doesn't end, that means that you have a lot of value. And if you are overused, that means you have a lot of value.
Value. Right. In the both cases, you have a value.
Yes, exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to the questions, and I'll go from the bottom part. Let me take out your screen little bit out for the time being. Yep. Okay. The first question which come from Sheikh: what if wide coding implement in service now? How should impacts the dev?
So, vibe
It's a
coding.
it's a wide coding, right? It's either wide or it's a vibe coding. Something new term is coming in the ecosystem.
Hmm.
Do you have any idea about this thing?
No, white coding. No, sorry. What does white
Okay.
coding means? Can you say it in another word?
Let or
You
might
mean
be
coding
can
broadly? Is that what it
might be
means?
Sheikh,
Oh, I see.
can you put a little bit more detail on this part? Definitely, I would like to be open this question again. Another question which came from Karan: what are the must know best practice for scalable and maintainable development and service now?
That's a very good question. So basically, once we build something, we always think about scalability, reliability, and security. And why? Why do we think that way? And because uh, the business requirement evolves, and there's no such thing as static business requirement, and the previous features and functionality will
Mhm.
be retained or removed, and your code should be designed that way as well. And to be able to do that, you need to like create the correct software design, software architecture, and as you do that, is like it's you're doing best practices, and the quality of your code is very important. Why? Because that is where your skill is going to be seen, and that is what's going to make you different from a fresh graduate to an experienced developer. A fresh graduate can build, right, but is it the right way? So that is where you consider scalable, reliability, and security, and there are techniques to do that. Yeah.
Do that, right? But again, at last, it is an object. You have to be think that how easy, how secure is that object to be maintainable. Okay, so we got this. It's not a wide, it's a vibe coding. Vibe coding means coding done by AI, and then you make a modification on top of that. So, what are your thoughts on this particular part?
Oh, I see. So AI can give scripts. It can, but it lacks the I would say the greener pasture. So it doesn't know the requirement. So you still need to tweak it. It will give you a head start. I would say a head start, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to test it to ensure the correctness, because the components of what the AI has given will not be enough, and
Correct.
it needs a human person to put the pieces of the puzzle together
Yeah.
to
So,
ensure it.
do you think that this vibe coding will replace the developers?
At this stage on its performance, not yet. At this stage,
Not yet.
yeah, not yet. I do not see something that will replace developers yet at this stage.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So it means the developers are still in the good format, but it doesn't mean that it cannot replace you. We have to make sure that we are learning and progressing and making ourselves better every day so that we can compete with the AI. Because again, as a consultant, I always says AI is nothing which is automatically built. We are the human being, or we are the developers who built it actually,
Yes,
and we
correct.
have to be working through. Okay, coming to one more question, which is put by other guest, sorry, other viewer here. As a
Mm.
beginner, it often feels like we are learning a lot because definitely everybody say go for CSA, go for CAD, and this and this. Are the resources? Are there any resources with the real world scenario can help us feel feel help? Sorry, help us feel job ready. What are your thoughts in this particular part?
Ah, yes, that's a very good question. So basically, once you target something, it's all about target. And the way I hear your question, you are targeting a goal, and and once you target a goal, any goal, right? And this example is developer. How do you get there, right? This is the question. That's what I hear from you. And you have to be strategic, because you only have two hands, you only have 2 feet, you walk, you run sometimes to achieve your goals, and you take in a checklist. You can only do one thing at a time. You work on your limitations, you work on your strengths, right? And let's say step one is learning JavaScript. Let's say we're learning platform. What's step two? Let's say learning JavaScript, right? Step three, moving to a workflow. So basically, in time, you target in time, and let's say first year, first quarter, first year, this is what you're going to do,
True.
and second year, second half, this is what's going to achieve, and it will make you organized, strategic, and targeted. And once you organize yourself that way, it's not far you'll be successful, and at the same time, you people around you will be amazed on how you do things and how you approach things.
Right. And I think to make that your job ready is tough to be say because when you appear for any interview, might be you fail, you learn that what has been asked, and then you can pick up that areas of improvement and you can start working on that particular part.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Coming back on again Karan's question that what are the other, even though we already answered, but would like to be here again. What core skills should a ServiceNow developer master beyond the
Mm.
basic scripting, JavaScript, and the Glide API? What other things you, as experience, think that a developer must know if he want to become a developer?
Absolutely. So once you have mastered the language and the platform, you're very hard to stop already, and because you're seeing things differently, and the platform, I would say, if you look at it, it has 6 verticals, and the 6 verticals. What industry are you at the moment? Are you into banking, and are you into IT operations? And where you're sitting is will contribute in response to your question, because uh, one thing is like you can be really really good at something. Let's say you're already good at development in the platform, but your heart is more into IT operations. There's a big demand there as well, and you can apply and send your CV to item discovery, something like that, or item service mapping, CMDB, and on top of your scripting skills, you can use that. And if you're already in a ServiceNow platform working, then you could ask your superiors, where can I contribute best? Then you ride on the direction of where your company is going. It's those questions that you can consider.
Okay. Thank you. So almost all question has been answered, but one thing which we're missing, I know that we're all already on the top of time. I'll play a game with you because this is what make the environment a little easy. Okay. I'll put a definition in front of you, and you have to be tell me the concept in service now. Okay, and definitely always viewers also participate in these discussions, and they will put their answers in the comment section. Okay,
Okay.
I am the one who do the job daily without you tell me every day. Who am I?
Wow. Um, so I think you are. Are you talking about ServiceNow feature? So it could
Yes, it is.
be.
It is all about service now feature only.
I think it's scheduled job. It seems to
Okay,
be.
okay, okay. I am a good looking, handsome, and very famous nowadays with everybody in this ecosystem. Who am I?
Wow, I think about Idris Alba.
Who am I?
I think you are employee center.
Um, we can say, but I'm looking for some more answer. I'm handsome. I'm beautiful.
Wow, that was a hard one. Not employee center, then it's not a portal. Um, so
It is the
there's
good, good,
go
good.
ahead. Sorry.
It is the
There's
next
a
experience.
yeah, next experience. Yes.
Yeah, see, Shake got it now. Okay, one more question to you, Bill. Uh, I stay always in my house, but nobody can come in my house until I allow. Who am I?
Uh, I think your user administration.
No.
Not user administration. Maybe ACL security.
Um,
Yeah.
no, still no.
Wow, I'm about to give up. Can I call a friend?
Everybody's here for a for a friend now. Might be you can ask to Mr. Or Professor Idris as well. He can help you.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I am a domain scope.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Last question. Last and easy question. Okay. You can use me every time to send your letters to your friends. Who am I?
I see. It's notifications.
But I said you can use me every time when you want to send a letter. So letter is already notification.
Yes. Email notifications.
But who am I? My answer is a little
Wow.
different.
A friend. Wow, that's a tough one. Maybe he's not my friend. He needs to be friend with me.
It's a it is an email template which you can
Oh
use it,
yes,
send the letters to your friends. Okay,
absolutely, absolutely.
now we have one more thing. Okay, now another one. I give you one alphabet from ServiceNow side. Okay, sorry, I give one alphabet, and you have to be tell me any term starting with the alphabet. But you cannot take the ServiceNow release names. Okay,
Okay.
first alphabet is G.
Um, Global system. GS.
GS. Okay, something with M.
Oh, not of course not glide record.
M. Something with
Yeah.
M.
G with M.
Yeah.
Uh, wow.
A term which
Not
start with M. Come on, you can ask the friends in the chat as well.
anyone from the chats?
Something which
Uh,
start with M.
hmm. M with G. Is that correct?
M. Only with M. Start with
Oh,
M.
Mobile Studio.
Oh, come on, you got the answer. Got it. Okay. Now, now the toughest one. Something with X.
XX. Oh, that's a
Yes.
custom table. Custom
It's
table,
it's
custom app.
it's X. Starting with X.
Oh, I
X for
see.
X-ray. Yep.
Hmm. That's I
We
never
we
type
can
X on the application
yep.
menu.
We can call to Professor Idris as well. Something with X.
Wow, I'm stuck. What's
Come
X?
on,
Not
come on,
Xanadu
come on.
because it's yeah. X. Hmm. It's
Anybody
not
from the
certificate.
audience? XML import export. X is as well is starting with
Oh
X.
yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Good
So
one.
so yeah. And last one. Something with Z.
Okay. Uh, hmm. Z Z
Something
Z.
with
Oh, I know. Z boots.
Z. Z-boot. What else? It's a very old term. What else starting with the Z? You
Um,
cannot take the release name, so you can't say Zurich.
I know. Yeah, that one away. Z boot is away. What else? Wow. Z Z Z. Hmm. I do
And
not know.
zero code development, very nice. Zero code development, we can say, right? What else with the Z? Zurich, no,
Not Zurich. Not Zurich.
we can't take the release name. Otherwise, we'll know every answer from A to Z.
What
Okay,
is that? Hmm.
might be some other day we can pick it up. And one more question which I saw is put by Karan is something important. Yep. Okay. He put a question that how can a ServiceNow developer transition into the role like architect or the BPC or the PO? For BPC and PO, Karan, you can go through the my previous podcast with Rohan and Alok. But for the architect, definitely Bill, I would like to hear your thoughts here.
Hmm. Absolutely. So initially, it's like getting to understand the intricacies and the aspects of the role, like uh, the BPC solutions architect. What does that do initially? Once you get the answer, it is like um, it's like development. It's practice. You get to practice what it does as an architect, and the thought process is very important. And as you do that, it's like, let's say you are already in a company that you are a ServiceNow developer and you want to transition into architect. It's going back to communication. It's communicating to your superiors. Is this something you could move into? And they're looking to learn and grow in that aspect, and you will be able to move forward. And the other reference is like, I like it to go to Now Create. Is good references in Now Create to get
Right.
you going. And since the ServiceNow University is also free, there's a pathway there as well, where you can be a BPC or an architect.
Okay. And I also want when I say just to be add on this answer, Karan, start participating in the meetings with the architect and start following that what thought process they have. Are they just looking for how to do? Are they looking for why and what best can be do to make it possible? Because as we discussed in the beginning as well, the role change is mainly the mindset change. Your work might be same, but your thought process should be changed. Again, from bachelor to get married to become a parent, getting old is all about the mindset only. So it is important that how you participate with the teams is also equally important. Okay, so now we'll take a break here, Bill, because we already on the top of time and definitely we go beyond the time as well. Before we close this session, let's take a 10-second pause. Thanks to God, because the last 1 hour 20 minutes we're just speaking 1 hour 20, 10 minutes we're speaking. Let's thanks to God, and then we formally close the session as well. Okay, so coming back here, once again, thank you so much, Bill, for coming on this unknown to known. I can say now I know you. There's still a lot of questions, because if you want to follow Bill, he write a lot of blogs on the community. Very basics concepts he write it, but full fledged he write it, so you can follow that. And thank you so much to all the viewers. I know that a lot of people who joined late in the evening as well. Like all saw you. It's I guess midnight for you. Thank you so much for joining. Tosin, Faladay, I can see Peter is there. Thank you so much. And Sheikh, thank you so much for joining this session. If I missed out somebody's name, Karan, yep, thank you so much for joining this session. You can rewatch the same session if you want on the same link. And I'll back again some interesting topic September first week, specifically on the Gen AI perspective. So keep the space and block your calendars. Thank you so much once again, everybody. Have a nice day and bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.